Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about the new Murderous DCU. Because if any of you guys didn't notice, a lot of things that James Gunn announced for DCU was some like straight bullshit, honestly. And what I need people to understand is a lot of these characters kill a lot. And basically, I'm thinking we should just call this the Suicide Squad verse, because almost half of the characters in movies and projects that's in production are of heroes, anti-heroes, and villains for hire to go and kill people for the greater good. Like it's really weird how nobody called that into action. I just think it's just such a weird choice that they made with, first off, you're using Batman and Superman to uplift these other characters. First off, you need to have a foundation of Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. And the fact that there is no major Wonder Woman thing coming, there's no Justice League coming, there's no Flash coming hardly. It just makes no logical sense that the seven key members of the Justice League team isn't in chapter 1 of the DC Foundation. It'll be like this with the MCU. You know how the MCU started? It started off with Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, Thor. I mean, I've never seen anything like this before in my life. The fuck does Creature Commandos, a Waller TV series, The Authority, Paradise Lost, what does all of this have to do before Justice League? You get what I'm saying? And honestly, another thing is it shows the poor showmanship of James Gunn and Peter Safran, because you can tell that they have no goddamn really plan, is because they have to hurry up and do something after the firing of Henry Cavill. They want to stand by that damn firing of Henry Cavill. And don't you find it weird that they talked about how Flash is the best superhero movie they've ever seen, and how that the studio is hopeful for Ezra Miller, and when he's ready, and when he's getting the treatments that he needs, and when he's ready, they'll talk about his future. Why are we talking about a future of a person who has attacked people numerous times? There's videos of him. He's been federally charged with crimes, and you're willing to work with him, and Amber Heard too, but Henry Cavill was the problem. And then he was talking about how they want to work with actors that are easy to work with or whatever and stuff like that. And my thing is, it's not about that. It's not about who it is easier to work with. No, it's the reason why you're doing that is because you want to be able to control things. And as a director and a creative person, sometimes you're going to clash with the actors or whatever and stuff like that. But I feel like you need to actually learn how to work with people even if you don't like them. Because again, how come you can say that about other people but nobody can say that about you? How about we say, hey, we don't need James Gunn to direct movies or run this DC Studios because he's not likable, he's not easy to work with. You get what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways. But my thing is to try to justify Ezra's issues, and people are against it. How many times are we supposed to be okay with this man doing some bullcrap just because he says, oh, I'm LGBT, non-binary, non-conforming, they, them bullshit? But Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, A-listers, they're nice to the fans. They talk well about the characters and everything. They're excited about doing more with their characters, and y'all say no all the time, and y'all dick them damn around. And then Gunn, you had the opportunity to actually quell that, and you had the opportunity to bring people in on your side, especially from the Snyderverse fans or whatever and stuff like that, and you said hell no. And now you got to come up with some bullshit. But let's break down some of these characters, because I need y'all to understand. Because a lot of y'all need to understand, like y'all were talking about, oh, Batman and Superman did a little bit of killing, and the DCU with Snyder stuff. No, let me really break it down to you, because Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is literally a series about creatures that are in the world of DC, right? And it's literally a team that was a supernatural team that was created during World War II, and they're literally there to fight Nazis and fight supernatural things, and they kill. They're not here to protect. They're here to defend the United States, and some of them ain't got no choice. But for the most part, they're killing. You get what I'm saying? All of these characters are killing. And let's go through a few of them. You have Warren Griffin, who can become a werewolf but can't really control himself. You have Jake, a GI robot. You have Dr. Maverva, who has powers of a Medusa. You have Lieutenant Matthew Shrine. You have Lucky Taylor, Frankenstein, like a Frankenstein's monster kind of thing. You have Sergeant Vincent Van Cool, a vampire, and that can change to a bat. And then, of course, you have Anita, the Mummy, the Boogeyman, a humanoid grunt, the Gunner, a cyborg gunner. You have Hunter. You have Dr. Medusa. You got Patchwork. You got the Wolf Pack. So this is just name a few little characters, and again, these are creatures that resemble a lot of the, the monster creatures. And I'm thinking to myself, like, oh, okay, so we're going with this kind of route of characters, right? But again, these characters are creatures, and I think they're trying to bring them into modern day. And even if you do bring them in modern day, they're still going to be hunting something down for the United States, and they're going to be killing people. You know what I'm saying? So again, let's go with the next stuff, because Waller, which is a spinoff of Peacemaker. Now, you already know, if you've seen Peacemaker, if you've seen The Suicide Squad, most of those people are literally anti-heroes and villains, but mostly villains. They're going to be teaming up, and they're going to be killing folks. If you think they ain't killing nobody, they're killing people. Again, like, the craziness right now of this just makes no logical sense. Okay, I don't really need to explain, because if you've seen Peacemaker, you've seen Suicide Squad, you know these characters will kill. The next one is the Authority. Basically, the Authority is kind of like a Justice League, X-Men kind of type thing that was part of the Wildstorm universe. And those characters, again, they are literally Justice League team who kills. I mean, I'm just being honest with you. They believe the world needs fixing, and they're going to fix it by any means necessary. And let's be honest, if you want to see a gay Superman and gay Batman with Midnight and Apollo, you got it. But at the same time, they do kill. If they really do not give a damn about, the grunts and all that kind of stuff. If you get in their way, they're killing you. And yes, they are considered superheroes. You get what I'm saying? So it's Paradise Lost. You're literally about to turn the Amazons into Game of Thrones, where they're going to be going after each other. They're going to be going after certain people, and they're going to be killing folks. Like, do I need to explain more with that one? Come on now. And you got Swamp Thing. I mean, hello, it's Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing will kill to protect the green. He has, and he will. It matters not who gets in the way. If you get in the way, if you disturb the green, if you disturb the swamp that he's in, you will die. And that's the thing. Like, this is a murderous DCU, honestly. Like, y'all were talking about Zack Snyder's issues with the little thing, but he was trying to show that killing was wrong with both Batman and Superman, and the redemption of those heroes. But no, you never let that story get started. Y'all all reacted from the first thing. So what, are you guys going to be excited about this? Oh my God, the DC superheroes are just killing each other. You know what I'm saying? How we know? How do we know that? And since he's doing Brave and the Bold, you know Damian Wayne is going to be killing somebody, and that's something that he has to like train Damian not to do. You know, so you got a Batman and a Superman that might not kill in a universe where the first couple of movies and shows the characters are just you know what I'm saying? You make it make sense, y'all, because it don't make sense. Explain to me how these movies are supposed to create a balance. And matter of fact, let's use this as an example. This will be like his chapter 1 of the DCU is garbage. First off, because there's no foundation at all. Yeah, Superman and Batman are there, but that's not even a foundation of the characters. We're not creating a foundation. Wonder Woman is definitely missing. She's not even there. So again, you have your Trinity members, and they're there to uplift other characters. First off, Hollywood, you've been doing that bullshit for a long time. The MCU with phase 3, halfway through phase 3 and phase 4, been doing that where they've been using classical characters and uplifting other characters that nobody asks for. Because basically, this is what, like, if we took phase 1 of Marvel, let me give you an example. Okay, so phase 1 of Marvel is going to be like, okay, we're going to start off with the Eternals, right? Then we're going to start off with Shang-Chi. Then we're going to do Captain Marvel, right? Then we're going to do Guardians of the Galaxy. And then we're going to do Captain America as our, and that's literally it. And cause that's what that sounds like. That's what that sounds like. But and remember, this is the phase 1 of that Marvel universe. Remember, I didn't say anything about Hulk. I didn't say anything about Thor. I didn't say anything about the Avengers, because we're not talking about that kind of stuff right now. We're only going to be setting up Iron Man and Captain America, and then we're going to be setting up Guardians of the Galaxy. We're going to be doing Shang-Chi. We're going to be doing Captain Marvel, and we're going to be doing the Eternals. And that's your phase 1. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? But some of y'all want to cheer. Some of y'all are so desperate for something from DC that you're accepting stupidity. And then you talking about you want storytelling. Okay, tell me how all of this makes sense for storytelling when the Flash movie is only going to do partial reboot. It's a partial reboot. It's not resetting the universe, because if it was resetting the universe, when James came with the announcement, he would have had a foundation of the DC universe. You can't start the DC universe without Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Period. And you can't have other teams without having Justice League. And let's say, even if you don't use Justice League, JSA, you didn't think about that? If any superhero team before the authorities, Creature Commando, maybe you can use Creature Commandos, but he should have said we're going to start off with JSA, and then that's going to lead into Creature Commandos. Then that's going to lead into Paradise Lost, which, not Paradise Lost. JSA, no, well, yeah, it could. Paradise Lost. You can use all 3 of those movies. That right there. JSA is fighting in World War II. The Creature Commandos are also fighting in World War II. Paradise Lost is where the armies from World War II is attacking, which at the end of that series, it will send Hippolyta to Man's World to join the JSA in a JSA 2 movie. You get what I'm saying? So that way if you want gods and monsters or something like that, you still got that, but it's going to lay a foundation for the DC universe to move forward, because that'll be past stuff, right? Which you can use the JSA 2 movie, which can lead into something that'll bring into the present, and end it with maybe like a Superman movie or something like that. It's just food for thought, but of course, why should I give you guys ideas? Because you guys clearly, he clearly knows DC. He clearly is a fan of DC, even though numerous times he said he really doesn't like superhero movies like that, and he really doesn't like superheroes like that, and he thinks it's really cool to kill a lot of characters off and stuff like that. So you already know a lot of these characters also probably most likely are going to get killed off too in this franchise. But again, this is the decisions that is made, and I just think it's dumb. I'm not giving no benefit of the doubt. I don't think I should give a benefit of the doubt. And it's kind of funny because I was talking to one person. He was trying to tell me about how he believes that James Gunn likes loves superhero movies more than Zach did, and I'm like, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. First off, Zach had a showmanship. Zach made sure the characters look almost close to what they look like in the comic books. Yes, he had missed some of the casting, but not most of the casting. And he laid a foundation. He was trying to set up. He set up the Trinity like he was supposed to, and he was setting up Justice League, and he was going to set up more Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman movies. But you guys never let him do it. And what's going to stop y'all from doing this? What if it doesn't work? What if this crap does not work with James Gunn? What are you going to do? You're going to panic too and do another false start? I mean, at this point, you might as well had let Snyder do the vision that he had, because he was leading up to something. He was leading up to Darkseid. What is Gunn leading up to? You need something, because you don't understand, Warner Brothers, DC. You are at a bad timing right now. This announcement that Gunn left is very underwhelming. There is nothing to get excited about. Okay, you got rid of Henry Cavill. You're still keeping Ezra Miller. You're still keeping Amber Heard. You're partially rebooting the universe. Partially rebooting the universe. You hear that, y'all? They are partially rebooting the universe. But what is it leading to? What is it leading to? Okay, I'll wait. What is it leading to? Because Snyder stuff was leading to Darkseid. It was leading to Darkseid, the big bad. Who's the big bad of the DC universe that Gunn got? And you're uplifting lame ass shit. The Authorities? Are you fucking kidding me? Creature Commander? Are you fucking kidding me? Booster Gold? Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, the only thing that's there is like Lanterns, Superman, and Batman, Brave and the Bold. That's it. You ain't got nothing else on the books. That is a foundation of this new DC universe. All it is a continuation of the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker. That's it. That is literally what this shit is picking up at. This isn't how you run shit. And that's poor showmanship, because like it or not, Marvel, and when Zach was doing stuff, he had people excited for the movies. Y'all can get mad all you want to. Y'all can probably say, oh, Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice really wasn't all that great, blase, blase. But you can't say that he didn't have folks excited. When the last time we really got excited about DC movies? I'll wait. You know why? Because nobody got showmanship. Nobody got trust. Because you can make all these movies all damn day long, but where is it going? Because these movies are supposed to connect into a universe. Where is it going? Who is the big bad? Why is the universe only getting partial? And you get what I'm saying? And then you over here want to try to throw shade at Henry Cavill. You want to try to throw shade at other things or whatever. But you don't have no foundation. There is no trust there for a lot of people. You're not owed the benefit of doubt, because everybody keeps talking about, think about Guardians of the Galaxy and the Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad flopped. No, it doesn't matter. It flopped. And yes, it did come out streaming at the same time it came out in theaters. But at the same time, when it came out for purchase, a lot of y'all motherfuckers did not buy it. The same thing with Peacemaker. It didn't sell merchandise. It was just a no-go. You can't get mad at that. I'm looking at the whole entire optics of everything. People talk a big game, but let's be honest. The only reason why Guardians of the Galaxy did good is because it was already built into a franchise that was already successful. You get what I'm saying? Because at the time, Marvel was so untouchable, you could have released shit and people would have went to go see it. But you see right now, you see the fault right now in the MCU right now is because it's overabundance, and I think that Gunn is just gonna it wraps just I can't how do I say the word eradicate the more superhero fatigue or whatever, because who the hell cares about some of this stuff? The general audience don't know these characters. And then you're talking about you want to use Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman to uplift those characters. First off, you need to fucking have Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman set for your universe. There should have been several Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman movies announced, and a Justice League movie behind it, a Flash, a Green Lantern, maybe a Martian Manhunter. You ain't even got none of that. But you want to talk about Authority, Creature Commandos, Booster Gold, Amanda Waller. I mean, I'm sorry, have you read some goddamn comic books for the DC universe? Does those characters sound like the face of DC? It just shows poor showmanship, and the fact that there is no logos for these movies. At least when Marvel announced stuff, at least when Zack announced shit, it was a logo for it, Logo, some first look at the costumes, and maybe the actor. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even got that down together. You still in the process of we still talking to folks. So you announce this shit and you ain't got nothing. And then on top of that, this whole kiss ass to Tom King and Grant Morrison, they're great at all, but the problem with a lot of their stories were subversion of expectation. That's not going to work for everybody, for the general audience. Just like, when Zach kind of subverted expectations for some of the characters too. A lot of the quote unquote audience said that they didn't like it. So why the hell would you do it with Grant Morrison's work too? Because I've read Grant Morrison's stuff. A lot of it is subversion of expectation. Some of it's good, some of it's okay. I'm not about to sit up here and say, oh my God. But he is a good writer, no doubt. But they subvert expectations too much for me. And that's just my personal opinion. I just think it's goddamn lazy. But honestly, really listen to what I'm saying. If you guys go on DC Wikipedia, or even if you pick up the comic books, you can look at a lot of those characters that I said and just see that we are going to be having nothing but heroes killing and killing and killing, more so than anything in this universe. That is a problem to me. His announcements was lazy. It was put together. It was rushed. And you still want to talk about how we're hopeful for the future with Ezra Miller. And we want to put storytelling first. No. We want to put yo bullshit first. That's what it is. Because we're not rebooting any of Gunn's shit that he did in the DC universe. But we're going to get rid of Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, maybe Gal Gadot. But we're going to definitely keep Shazam, Aquaman. Blue Beetle is coming too, you know what I'm saying? We're definitely going to keep that. But, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, get the hell up out of here until we find something better. It's mind-boggling. But okay, but hey, you guys want anti-heroes, you want the rough, dark DC universe, you got it. Call it Murder World DCU by James Gunn. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.